Want to turn your cozy cottage into a cash machine? Imagine sipping coffee on your porch while the dollars roll in, all from the comfort of your home. That's right. We're talking about the booming world of cottage businesses, and trust me, the opportunities are endless. Ready to make it happen? Let's go. So here's the deal. Cottage businesses are taking off, and they're not just for people with fancy equipment or big ideas. You don't need a storefront or a massive budget to start raking in money from home. Whether it's baking artisanal bread, crafting handmade jewelry, or selling homemade candles that smell like a dream, there's a niche waiting for you to jump in. Today, I'm breaking down the steps to turn your talent, hobby, or passion into a thriving business. Let's dive in and unleash your inner entrepreneur. Finding your niche. All right, first things first. What's your thing? The beauty of cottage businesses is that they thrive on individuality. Are you a master baker whipping up sourdough that puts store-bought bread to shame? Or maybe your handmade soap smells so good, it's basically a hug in bar form. Whatever your talent or passion, focus on it. The key is finding a niche that sets you apart. Ask yourself, what do you love doing? What are people constantly complimenting you on? What's something you could spend hours creating without even noticing the time? Once you narrow down your niche, it's all about perfecting your product and making it irresistible. Now that you've nailed your niche, it's time to get the word out and rake in those sales. Step 1, build hype like you're dropping the next big thing. Start by creating a social media presence, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. These platforms are gold for cottage businesses. Show off your products, share the behind-the-scenes process, and engage with your audience to build a loyal following. Want to go even bigger? Team up with local influencers, host giveaways, or create short, snappy videos to grab attention. If you want that personal touch, hit up farmers markets or pop-up events to showcase your products in person. Remember, in the cottage business world, storytelling sells. Share your journey and let people feel connected to your brand. Ready to level up? Once you got your products dialed in and customers raving, it's time to think about scaling. Start small. Maybe expand your product line or increase production. Look into online platforms like Etsy or Shopify to reach a wider audience. And don't be afraid to experiment with subscription boxes or seasonal bundles. Keep building connections with your customers and turn them into loyal advocates for your business. Scaling doesn't mean you have to go all corporate. It's about growing at a pace that works for you while staying true to your cottage roots. With determination and creativity, your cottage business could be the next big thing. Before you dive headfirst into your cottage business, it's crucial to make sure all your legal ducks are in a row. Many cottage businesses operate under laws designed specifically for small, home-based enterprises, often called cottage food laws. These laws vary widely from state to state, so check your local regulations. For example, if you're selling baked goods or jams, you may need a permit to ensure that your kitchen meets health and safety standards. If your products involve handling food, you might also be required to complete a food handler's certification. And don't forget about labeling laws. Some states require clear ingredient lists and disclaimers for homemade goods. Planning to sell online or across state lines? That could open up a whole new set of rules regarding shipping and taxation. Bottom line, do your homework, contact your local small business office, and make sure your cottage business is fully compliant so you can focus on growing with confidence. Time to talk money, because let's face it, that's what we're here for. Starting a cottage business often doesn't require a massive upfront investment, which makes it super appealing. First, calculate your startup costs. These might include materials like ingredients, fabrics, or tools, packaging, licensing fees, and marketing expenses. The good news? Many cottage businesses can start with just a few $100s. Once you've covered your initial costs, Focus on pricing your products. Make sure you're factoring in not only material costs, but also your time and effort. A handy rule of thumb is to aim for a price that's 3 times your cost of production. Next, track your earnings and expenses carefully. Seriously, don't skip this step. Consider simple accounting tools like QuickBooks or even Excel to manage your finances. And don't forget taxes. As a business owner, you'll need to report your income and possibly pay self-employment tax. Set aside a portion of your earnings so you're not caught off guard come tax season. Want to stand out in a crowded marketplace? Embracing sustainability is a smart way to attract eco-conscious customers while doing your part for the planet. Start small by using environmentally friendly packaging. Swap plastic for biodegradable or recyclable materials, and let your customers know you're thinking green. Sourcing sustainable materials for your products is another powerful move. Whether it's organic ingredients, fair trade fabrics, or locally grown produce, your choices matter. You can also reduce waste by creating reusable or refillable options like glass jars for candles or food products. Customers love feeling like they're part of a bigger mission, so share your sustainability journey with them. Show behind-the-scenes efforts to reduce your carbon footprint or partner with eco-friendly charities for extra impact. Sustainability doesn't just help the planet, it builds trust and loyalty, and it might just help you rake in even more money. Let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you have for your cottage business: storytelling. This is your secret weapon to connect with customers on a deeper level. People don't just buy products, they buy the story behind them. Share your journey, your inspiration, and what makes your product unique. Did you start baking bread to honor a family recipe? Are your handmade candles inspired by memories of your childhood home? Let your customers feel like they're part of your story. Use social media to post behind-the-scenes content, like how you create your products or the thought process behind your designs. When people see the passion and care that goes into your business, they'll feel more connected to you, and trust me, that connection is priceless. Let's be real. Running a cottage business isn't all rainbows and dollar signs. There will be tough days, whether it's dealing with a product mishap, navigating slow sales, or juggling your time. But here's the good news. You've got what it takes to overcome these challenges. Start by being adaptable. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to pivot. Listen to feedback from your customers and use it to improve your products and services. Next, plan for the unexpected. Build a small emergency fund to cover surprise expenses and have backup suppliers in case of shortages. And most importantly, remember your why. On those tough days, think back to what inspired you to start your business in the first place. That passion and purpose will keep you moving forward. Conclusion. All right, let's bring it all home. Cottage businesses aren't just a trend, they're a gateway to turning your passions into profits, all from the comfort of your own home. Whether you're crafting handmade goods, baking delicious treats, or finding your niche in a growing market, the possibilities are endless. With the right tools, strategies, and mindset, you can build something truly special and impactful. So, what are you waiting for? Start small, dream big, and take those first steps toward creating a business you're proud of. And remember, your story, your dedication, and your unique touch are what sets you apart. Ready to rake in money from your cottage business? Let's make it happen. And hey, if this inspired you or got your entrepreneurial wheels turning, smash that like button, drop a comment with your ideas, and share this with someone who's ready to start their own hustle. Together, we're building dreams one cottage at a time.